What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. All right, guys, we're going back to the Apollo missions, going back to Apollo 14. Let me show you the photo we're talking about. You can see up here at the top, it's hq.nasa.gov, Apollo 14 images, right? All right, and if you go all the way down this list here, you can see it says right here, AS 14-68-9445. And I'm also going to give you this page so you guys can check these out, any of these moon photos you want, right? Now, instead of having to search for this, though, if you don't want to, I'll give you the link. Just click on it right here. Now, what I find interesting about these photos is they're always low-res crap, right? And, of course, they weren't the best, but I think they were better than this, than what they're showing the public. And, of course, you can see the astronaut right here in the lower left, and the sun behind him, and, of course, it's casting a shadow, right? And, of course, it's taking a picture, supposedly at this instrument, and maybe looking at this rock that's been split, right? What I get a kick out of it, you can see the decent details right here in the foreground. I mean, although it is, again, low-res and crappy, but we can see the details all right. But I think they literally brought up the exposure on these photos to really block out any kind of details, right? All right, when I see these backgrounds like this, two things come to my mind. I always said, one, this is either a template, and it's actually vertical, and whatever's in here could be, you know, it's actually being hidden. You can't see any individuality of these structures or whatever they may be, right? But is it possible that this edge right here is this, and maybe an edge to a crater wall, and you're seeing down? That's a possibility. Why do I say that? Well, you see what I mean when I highlight these things. Are we looking at just simple rock ledges? Are we looking at structures? You guys be the judge as always. Let's get into this. So here's the photo originally size, and I've made this much bigger so we can have a look at this. Now, first thing I usually do is I'll go into image, like right here, and go all the way down and hit equalize. See if we can find anything of any value in here, right? And right off the bat, you can start to see other smaller pieces right here, right? And, you know, you can actually always add like a blur to it. Now, you can see all of a sudden we've got these other pieces that look a little lighter. You can see like this lighter parts right here. Like, here's a good example. One right here. A little bit lighter. Another lighter piece right here. So, what do we want to do? What's dark, we want to make darker. What's light, we want to make lighter. And this way we can see if there's anything of any value in the photo, right? Okay, so let's go up here. And like I said, we blurred it a little bit. And then after you do that, you can see what looks like smaller white areas. What are they? Is it like we're seeing like hilltops or edges of rocks? What are we seeing here, guys? Let's have a look. So let's darken this up a little bit more. And you can start to see, again, these lighter areas right here. Stuff like that. There's something right here. I don't know if you guys can see this because it's kind of dark. Right there, it appears to be something sticking out. Has what looks like kind of like this weird ball thing. Goes out like this, and there's something going like this. Okay? You don't see it very good right now. But what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to make this darker, and I'm going to bring out anything that's lighter. We also have something right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's zoom in. Right here. I don't know if you can you guys see these black lines right here? I'm just going to draw it right there, right here. And it goes down. There's one that's going like this here and going down. Then you got what looks like right here, almost like a step. See this right here? There's another one right here. You can just see it just because it's lighter. You can see these what looks like steps. I'm saying, what the hell could that possibly be, right? So, see that right there? And you can still see it in the white. You can see it right there. Right? And you can see it right here. Okay, so as we get into this photo, I'm going to just jump right into it. And this is what I did. I just highlighted the actual parts. Now, again, you can see I left the black lines purposely. And you can see it right here. In other words, nothing's changed as far as that went. See it? Okay. So the idea is to keep the lines, the darker lines, and to make anything that's whiter, has a whiter signature, even brighter, right? Okay. Here's the thing I was telling you about right here. Kind of weird looking. I'm not sure what the hell that is. You can see it right there. And we'll make it darker. We'll make it darker and then lighten up the part itself. And there you go, right? Something right here. Again, what's really weird is if you look closely, it looks like this weird, almost like half round piece sitting right there. See that? Yeah. And it's not, that's not at 100% yet, guys. We've got something right over here. Again, we get this white edge right here. You can just see it right there going like this. Comes down and it stops. There's like a black line in between. Black line right here. Again, we want to bring out anything that has any kind of detail. Check this out. Now let's keep going with this. Again, not doing anything. I'm not adding anything. I'm just adding to the white itself. And again, you can see these lines. I haven't changed any of that right there. All right, so keep on going. So now I'm going to change it up a little bit, see if it comes out a different way this way. Now, this is what's really crazy. Check this out, this area right here. Okay? These are just lines. And objects that are white, and it's been, all I do is just made them whiter. That's all I did. Now, is it possible it's nothing more than just levels of rock? I don't believe that's the case. We're seeing what looks like ledges. Now, even if you were to see the outline of said object, and we don't know what the hell they are, and you can't say it's pareidolia, guys, because here's the thing. When the people use that analogy, oh, there's a bunny in the clouds. Well, you're saying it's a bunny. Well, if you don't know what it is, how can it be pareidolia? We're only saying that what are these shapes that are in this photo, because they appear to be intelligently made, right? Here's another line, right there. And we got what looks like a ledge here. And you got what looks like something on top with different shapes. What could it be? Now, just because we're seeing the shapes doesn't mean we're going to see all the details in the shapes. So it's hard to tell what these things are. What I found fascinating is this right here. It looks like it has like several rings. Going around this thing like this. Around to this edge. You guys see that? Right there. I mean, if I really wanted to, I can make this even darker. See if we can pull out anything else out of it, right? Bring this down. Right? What are we seeing here? What is this stuff? To me, the shapes in here that just doesn't look like it would be just like a rock ledge or just a giant boulder like we're seeing here in the foreground. Right here. We're not seeing that. Although it is a funky split rock there. Yeah. So what is it that we're seeing here? Like I said, I can darken this right up a little bit more. Bring this down like this and then bring the whole photo up if we want to. We'll just go to exposure and just bring the thing right up. Is there nothing more than mountains in the back? Maybe some ledges of hills or something like that? If that's true, then why aren't we seeing that in a normal photo? It's nothing there, right? It's just a simple ledge. Could be anything, right? Again, we're seeing what looks like structures here. And I think these guys were here to see these things here, not to study the rocks, or they're trying to find something that's next to these said structures, and this is what they're seeing, right? How do we know? These rocks here. Look at this. Almost have that kind of square look to them. See that? Yeah, I don't believe that's natural either. And you get another straight one coming up like this, and it's going off to the back. Looks like it almost has like a 3/4 circle. Yeah, guys, come on. Come on. When are people going to start waking up to this stuff? And by the way, I got another photo similar to this that there's something right here on the left-hand side that's, it just stands right out. I mean, you have to look for it just like in this photo and bring out anything that's white, anything that's dark, make it darker. And you can try to pull these objects out of the manipulation or this low res, we'll call it low res, right? And try to figure out what this stuff is. Now, to me, it almost looks like this stuff may be whatever these are. Hell, even if you want to call it, you know, tops of mountains or whatever, or ridges or whatever, call it what you want. Me, I see structural. I see intelligently made structures. But this, to me, right here, at this point, right here along this foreground edge, this may be down quite a bit in the background. And all we're seeing is the tops of these things, right? Maybe this stuff is actually in a crater, and that's what we're seeing. What do you guys think? No matter how you look at it, something's in that photo. You guys be the judge, as always. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Always appreciate you guys know that. Comment, throw your thoughts down below. Please like and share the video. Everybody needs to see these things and what has really been hidden in these photos. And don't forget, guys, tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we will have our live feed. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And I'll see you a little bit later on.